I also have to really acknowledge the leadership of my senior colleague from Maine, Susan Collins. It was her, I happened to be presiding the day that she made her speech last Saturday, and it was really her initiative to stand up and take a risk and say, let's try to work something out. And she outlined a beginning of a framework, which was then fleshed out over the last 10 days of discussions among the group that we've been talking about. And I was interviewed recently on the radio, and somebody said, well, don't you think Senator Collins may be subject to some criticism from some quarter or another about her role in all of this? And I paused for a minute and I said, that's what leadership is. It's the willingness to bear criticism, to stick your neck out.
But to see so many of our colleagues who have been working on this proposal, that Senator Collins from Maine, who has truly been, I think, remarkable in her persistence and insistence that we continue this effort to work collegially, to work collaboratively on these very, very difficult issues that we have been facing in these past several weeks. So to Senator Collins for her leadership, most particularly.
Of course, Senator Collins. Senator Collins really led the effort and spearheaded the effort, and she deserves a lot of credit for getting us together and helping to move the ball down the field.
And I especially want to thank Senator Collins for bringing this group together. I think it shows what courage is going to be in the next year in this chamber and in the Congress. It's not going to just be standing here by yourself making a speech with no one there. Courage is going to be whether or not you're willing to stand next to someone you don't always agree with for the betterment of this country.
I'd like to thank Senator Collins, who helped lead our group, Senator Pryor, Senator Manchin, and so many others who helped lead our group as well. This was not Democrats and Republicans. This was Americans who were sent here to serve our country.
I too rise very proudly to be part of a group that I watch put their country first. And I've been here probably a shorter period of time than most of my colleagues, but not quite 3 years. And I think people know that I've been a little bit frustrated at times, if not sometimes quite frustrated. But I've heard the stories of how the Senate used to work. And when the going got tough, the senators really got going. I hadn't seen that too much in the last 3 years. So seeing a group of a dichotomy of senators coming from my dear friend Angus King, an independent coming from Maine, and then we had 7 Republicans led by Senator Collins and our Democratic colleagues here. So coming together and playing off of each other's strengths. It wasn't playing off of egos at all.
I rise today to tell you that about 5 days ago, I was wondering why I came to the United States Senate. I had the same belief that the American people had. This is a place that no longer is functioning. This is a place that it seems like we're just locked in gridlock and not able to get things done. And then an amazing thing happened. Under the leadership of some very strong and senior members, a group came together to have a broader discussion. A discussion, as we called it, the Plan B, the potential of being able to present some ideas that could, in fact, find their way towards compromise. And that under the strong leadership of Senator Collins, under the invitation of the great senator from Alaska, Lisa Murkowski, we were able to bring people together and begin those discussions, begin the dialogue that really, I think, had an opportunity to present a template for resolution.
And I also want to commend the many people who have come to the floor, led by Senator Collins this afternoon, who have been working over the last week to try and come up with some ideas to provide a framework for an agreement. I was especially appreciative to be part of that group of 14 of us, along with Senator Collins, and I think her leadership was very important, along with Senator Klobuchar, Senator Pryor, the many people who have been down to the floor in providing some impetus for people to work together and to move forward an agreement that could finally end this shutdown.